What is up, guys? Welcome back. It's a Wednesday, all day today, February the 11th, 2026. This episode, it's live, it's breaking. It's going to be round the clock breaking, round the clock live, round the clock. What the fuck with Tina? This is WTF Translation Services. What the fuck, FBI? What is going on? Please refer to my last video at the close. I said, you guys, something is not right. Something is wrong. Josefina, we are with you. We love you.
For kidnapping, which I don't know what's going on.
So what? How did this?
I'm from Rio Rico, as you can see, and it's Pima County Sheriffs.
And so what? How did this all start? How did they stop you here? You were driving here, or
my wife was driving?
Your wife was driving
because they were following me, and once I saw they were
okay, boom. First, my wife was driving. They were following. We just pulled over because they were following us. They didn't even put the sirens on. They didn't put nothing on. They didn't say, honk honk, beep beep. My wife was driving. We have the kids in the car.
Following me, I pulled over. They didn't even have to put a traffic stop or anything. I got off the car, and they arrested me as soon as I got off the car. They didn't even tell me what was going on until the detectives got here, like 2 hours before I got arrested. And then the detectives got here.
He meant to say 2 hours after I got arrested. Okay. And he was detained. He thinks he was arrested.
It was the FBI agent in Santa Cruz County, and they told me I was being detained for kidnapping. And I asked,
being detained for kidnapping. So this wasn't just somebody that we're just want to ask some questions to. Like, we're detaining you because you kidnapped a motherfucker. What? Okay.
I'm like, well, kidnapping of who?
Kidnapping of who? That's my wife. I swear to God, that's my wife.
Told me this lady, I don't know her name.
This lady, I don't even know her name. And he's either one hell of an actor, guys, right? I thought, poor Josefina. I'm telling you, we are going to send them the kids. He's got 2 little boys. We're sending them stuffies. We're going to Amazon ship them a Prime, and we're going to send them stuff for Valentine's Day. I want to buy lunch for them today. I mean, what the fuck with Tina here? This is WTF Translation Services. This is Tina. What the fuck is going on? What is this? You guys, remember we were trying to tell you guys last night they didn't have a search warrant? There's no search warrant. And the media wanted to push it down our throats. Nope, they got a search warrant. I want to see it. Produce now. Pronto y pronto. Let me see your search warrant. What did you possibly put in the search warrant? He's got eyes that look like the intruder. He's got lips that look like they want to lick Ashley Banfield's nips. I mean, what did you put in this probable cause?
Nancy Guthrie?
Yeah, that's
Nancy.
her.
That's
and
her.
I told him I work in Tucson for GLS. I might have to deliver a package to your house, but I never kidnapped anybody. They hold me from
Did he say GLS or DLS? GLS?
4 to right now.
So it was about 4 o'clock, and they're holding you to right now. So after midnight.
4 in the afternoon. Okay. Now I went back to check. Are they talking like 4? Like, obviously they're talking that time. So for us, that was 6. Okay. So what I was paying attention to, and this is why I was late. There's usually a reason I'm late. And I wanted to know what time Brian Enton broke his bullshit and how he was able to get down there so fast. And basically, homie is getting detained, and you're going to sit here and tell me that Brian Enton had the story within literally 14 minutes. Literally 14 minutes? Did he say DHS? He says he works for GLS.
Did they tell you anything? I mean, you're in the back of the truck.
They didn't tell me anything until right now. Like I said,
they didn't tell me anything until right now. But again,
they answered my.
We're gonna go through all of these today.
Want me to answer their questions. like where I was, what hours and all that, and I answered the questions. And right now, all they told me is that I'm free to go.
So do you know?
You're free to go. How did he get here? They don't. How did we want to help you? I want to help this guy. I want to help this guy. I want to help his family. Okay. I'm a helper. I'm a problem solver. I told you guys this was sophisticated. They want to talk about on all those shows that this isn't sophisticated. Sophisticate these titties. Okay. Domesticate these titties. All y'all can get in the kitchen because y'all suck. Domesticate these titties. Y'all are wild. This is sophisticated. We wouldn't. Where is Nancy? Where's Nancy Guthrie?
Had you heard of? And Danny, do you want us to come closer to you here?
Danny, come.
So we'll just walk. Sorry, I just want to clear this up because they're making a big stick.
Okay.
What's your name, brother?
Carlos.
Carlos.
Yeah.
I'm Ford. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Yeah.
And Carlos, do you mind sharing your last name?
Nah,
No, you're good.
Yeah.
So Carlos. So walk me through it. They had you here. I know you just said it. Had you heard of Nancy Guthrie before tonight?
Never until today.
Never until today.
Yeah.
So
I didn't. They told me I watched the news and I googled her number or her name and I proved it to me, and they couldn't prove it to me. Like they didn't have no it was insufficient evidence. Like they only had a phone on me. That's all they had. And supposedly I was at her house, but like I said, I work delivering packages for GLS. I might have delivered a package to her house.
Wait, did you just hear that, guys? We have to rewind that part. You Googled her. When? After it all happened? Before it all happened? You Googled her. Told you guys Google Analytics. Whoa, you Googled her.
walk me through it. They had you here. I know you just said it. Had you heard of Nancy Guthrie before tonight?
Never until today.
Never until today.
Yeah.
So
I didn't. They told me I watched the news and I googled her number or her name and I proved it to me, and they couldn't prove it to me. Like they didn't have no it was insufficient evidence. Like they only had a phone on me. That's all they had. And supposedly I was at her house, but like I said, I work delivering packages for GLS. I might have delivered a package to her house.
But didn't kidnap anybody?
No.
So what's going through your head when they're telling you kidnapped somebody?
Shit, bro, I'm facing life. I'm gonna lose everything.
And
Shit, I'm facing life. I'm gonna lose everything. Well, that was what was going through my head. I'm facing life. Shit, I'm facing life. I'm gonna lose everything.
so they have all this. They detain you. You're here for hours. And what did they just tell you?
That I'm free to go.
Free to go.
Yeah, and Pima County, they already cleared me, but the FBI, they might not or something like that. I don't know. I'm still like.
So Pima County's let you go. They said the FBI may be in contact with you or something like that.
They didn't say something like that. They just the detective in charge right here. I don't remember his name. He told me that they're not looking into me no more, but somebody else might.
Okay. Obviously, you said you hadn't followed this news. This is big, major news. It's Nancy Guthrie, who's her daughter is Savannah Guthrie, who hosts the Today Show on NBC. So it's been big news. She's been missing for more than a week. So they have put out, the Pima County Sheriff's Department put out that they had detained a person of interest. And I guess that's you?
I guess so.
He's laughing. I love this man. Carlos, love you.
How do you feel about that? People are watching this all over.
Remember last night I told you, I was like, you guys, that the mother-in-law has owned the house since 1993, potentially 1989.
I'm not happy.
I'll show you here. Look, this is what they put out earlier. He's just getting a shot.
South of Tucson. I was just stopped at South of Tucson.
So I guess south of Tucson is where you are here in Rio Rico?
I guess so.
And so, yeah, that went out everywhere. And you see, they got all sorts of people talking about it.
Yeah, no, well, I'm innocent. I'll let you know that.
Yeah.
I'm innocent.
That's
Tell you that. I didn't do anything. Like I said, I didn't even know what was going on until the FBI and the Pima County.
How long did you detain this man?
Detective arrived.
How long did it take you all to talk to him to figure that out? I'm just curious. He was there for, let's see, 4 midnight, 1, 2, what was so like what, 8 hours?
And they told me Well, you're being detained for kidnapping, and all of a sudden they read me my Miranda rights. Now you're being under arrest. I'm like, what the fuck is going on?
And now free to go.
What the fuck is going on? This is Tina with What the Fuck Translation Services. What the fuck is going on, buddy?
Yeah, now I'm free to go.
Oh man, what a night, huh?
He's like, now I'm free to go. Like,
Bro, tell me about it.
And your family's doing all right? You
Yeah.
got to see them?
Well, they broke into my in-laws' house.
they broke in.
Now we gotta go like to
They broke in. He says they broke in. They broke in. Hell yeah, they broke in. Like gangsters. We could do this like punks and punk it out. Pull your strap on me. Okay. So there's that one. And then we're going to go. I made a little playlist for us.
So that man says he works in the Tucson area. He delivers packages. We try to clarify if he was ever at Nancy Guthrie's house. He wasn't sure. And he says investigators showed him a picture of a person in a mask. So we believe that is, perhaps one of the surveillance photos that was released yesterday of the person in the mask at Nancy Guthrie's house. Ultimately, Carlos told us he was questioned, asked about his whereabouts. They took his phone, and that's it. He says he's a free man. He wants his name cleared. He doesn't want to be associated with the Guthrie case. So it's not quite clear what investigators got from this search. Perhaps they'll be able to extract something from his cell phone, or I don't know, perhaps DNA. Back to you guys.
Wow, Matt, I mean, fantastic job on getting that interview. And you're one of the only people to so far speak to him.
Now that's a damn lie. Okay, honey, we'll take care of that, but that's a damn lie. Okay.
After what are your thoughts?
I talked to one of the neighbors, and they say that he's a part of a family group that lives here. And
they have like 4 houses. That's right. Maybe 6, but they all live right there.
Shortly after investigators got here, a woman came out from the house as well, who identified herself as Carlos's mother-in-law. And she said, look, we've kind of loosely heard of this Nancy Guthrie case, but we're not following it. And she actually said that investigators told her that they were tipped off that Nancy Guthrie was being held here.
Yes, that's what. You know what Bella said to me this morning? She said, Lana, we have the case, and we do. She said, Lana, if anybody called a tip in and saying, hey, that woman's being held in that house, dude, with the resources we have, you would have known if she was held in that house. Because we can detect that. Right?
And this
Who called in the tip?
This is what she said on camera. And she goes, there's no one here. Feel free to enter. So she seemed pretty transparent. A lot of times people claim.
I think that's a lie. Okay. I don't think there was a tip. I think that's what they told her. Okay. And then they got her to let them in without a warrant. Okay. To say, yeah, you can just search my house. Like, I have nothing to hide. Here you go. Come on in. That someone said that you guys were holding a woman here. Oh my God, what? We're not holding. I have nothing to hide. Check my house. Like, we're not holding a woman here. Okay.
And they don't, know anything about a case. Maybe they do. But Carlos seemed the same way. He said, look, I told him I have nothing to do with this. You could enter my home. You could do whatever you would like. He seemed pretty forthright. Afterwards, the Pima County Sheriff's Department said that this search had been wrapped up and they had not identified Carlos as a suspect. They had not arrested him, had not taken him into custody. So, at this hour, he remains a free man. Perhaps that will change based on his cell phone or some other evidence
Carlos just told you that he was detained and, in his words, arrested. He was read his Miranda rights. Okay. You can just be read your Miranda rights, just be detained. Okay. Now, could he be confused about being arrested? Sure. But he felt that he was arrested. Okay. Maybe he didn't understand. I want to know if they had a translator with them. They needed to have a translator there. Okay. Because he's using the words before and after and think about if we're going to speak Spanish. I'd be saying stuff all crazy,
Moved from this search tonight, but in general, it seems like if they had something that directly linked Carlos to, the disappearance of Nancy Guthrie, a case that is getting worldwide attention, Carlos would not be a free man at his home tonight. But perhaps that'll change.
Did Carlos, in those sort of that eye contact that you can only have with somebody when you're on scene, we really can't get that sense just from watching on the video. Did he give you a sense that he thinks he is in the clear and this is all done with regard to Carlos, with the exception of the phone, which I believe you reported is still in the possession of law enforcement?
Yeah, and he based on his eyes and the surveillance.
I knew it. Based on his eyes. Who do these people think that they are? Look at you have the same type of eyes, brother. Right here. Look at his little slanty eyes. Based on his eyes. Give me a break.
Photos. I would say, there are some similarities.
Ah! Yep. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And
what, he has brown eyes? Yep. There's some similarities. Like, wow. Look at this fool. Okay. Look at this fool. Yeah, there are some. What? You're dumb. Like, you're just a puppet. You could not pay me money to look this foolish on national television. And they get paid pennies. They get paid pennies.
His stature may be the same, like his height and build. So, just connecting some of the dots, is it possible he resembles the person in that surveillance photo? Yes, that is possible. And he said that investigators perhaps indicated as much. But, he told us that, he wasn't booked. He wasn't processed. They didn't ask him to, come to the station tomorrow or anything like that. I mean, it seems like he was entirely released and is free.
All right, Matt Finn, live for us in Rio Rico, Arizona, doing the hard work on the ground there. Matt,
doing
thank
the
you very
hard
much.
work.
Let's
Nothing but the hits. Nothing but the motherfucking hits. Bring in
of this man.
Look at this man.
And where you believe this.
That people are certainly interviewed. It sounds as though in this case there was perhaps some other kind of tip that was received, and it's not that uncommon in cases where you're asking for the public's help, where someone perhaps has as Matt suggested, kind of a similar look. Perhaps maybe people thought that there was some connection.
So they basically released the video so that they could have absolutely ridiculous tips come in. Oh my God, that looks like my baby daddy. He hasn't paid child support in 30 years. That looks like my baby daddy. What? Come on, man.
Perhaps also authorities.
Or is this, so did the FBI want to look that they were fine with looking this bad for the greater good of whatever we have to distract those guys to make us look bad for 24 hours? But we gotta do this. And just so, because we're working on something else. So let's just, continue on over here. You got Savannah Guthrie saying that we believe that our mother is still alive. Okay. And I'm going to go back to what I said, which is that Ring camera has the ransom video. Okay. Release that. Release when they left. Come on. Y'all want to release shit? Let's go. Why would that ever have been released?
They started to maybe quickly look at the lead that was maybe called in. They said he checked a couple of boxes, maybe because of the job he said is delivering packages. So, it's not that uncommon that, police, especially when a tip may also include the fact that, Nancy could be there being held against her will, which is found not to be the case. They would act in this fashion. So I think there are many, many more leads out there, and the ones that they need to react to are the ones that have that credibility. Not everyone that calls in or says that they saw someone or a person down the street, they're going to go and either detain or maybe look at seriously. It's going to require a couple of more check marks next to their.
Okay, so also we're trying to look into to see if GLS, what he worked for, we're gonna have to do a tracking. You have to have. So you can log into the GLS app, which they would have had all of this stuff. So they would have known when a package was delivered, who delivered it. Okay. And this would have been way before, obviously, the abduction. And so they're like looking into anybody that's been to that house. And seriously, like, come on. I get it. People don't bring phones when they're going to go commit crimes type of shit, right? That's right. So sophisticated. This was a sophisticated, targeted attack. Okay. They can keep on lying and everyone can keep on saying, like, this doesn't look like a sophisticated blah, blah, blah. Man, get fucked. They didn't damage the Ring camera. They needed it. They used it. Start admitting that the ransom that Nancy Guthrie was held at gunpoint on that camera. Go ahead. I dare you. Because that's the truth.
next to their profile.
Yeah, to that end, Bill, Kash Patel said they were looking at persons, plural, of interest. Is that just a figure of speech or being labeled as a person of
language, especially in a sensitive case like this? And I think, I think it would behoove all of us to think that that perhaps there may be other people involved, not just the person who we see showing up at the door in that surveillance video, but maybe there could be other people acting either with knowledge of or in concert of and support of this incident. So I think you need to kind of keep your kind of net wide and broad, not to be focused in as an investigator, to kind of think you're kind of focusing on just laser on a couple of individuals, when in fact you may need to kind of dig a little bit further. Todd, interesting that video is certainly stunning, and there are so many leads that will come out of that.
Okay, idiot. Okay, next. Can't listen to these fools. Now, next up here.
Complete shock.
It was.
What
What kind
was-
of questions were they asking you?
Nothing. They didn't ask me no questions.
So they
Nothing,
just said,
nothing. They
they
just
took
sent me in the car. They investigated my car and this one, and that's it. They didn't ask me no questions. No,
Did you get the other car back, or they still have it?
no, it's right there.
Oh, they gave it back to you. So,
Yeah, it's like
and they said you can go home.
Yeah.
And how did they treat like the people you were
They
with?
didn't ask you no questions.
I don't want to speak
Yeah,
about
no,
that.
understood.
You know what I mean?
How's your family? They
Well, they're all
scared
in shock.
everybody. I was gonna say they scared everybody, huh?
Yeah, they're all in shock right now.
Wow.
Did they damage the house? Yeah.
What did they do to the
They
house?
broke the doors. What else? The garage door in the back.
So what are you gonna do now?
I'm gonna try to clear my name. I didn't do anything.
Well,
Can you
this is
post
one
it
of the-
again? And that's done. I mean, I hope they get the
You guys look at his stats. I mean,
suspect. 'Cause I'm not it.
I'm not
They
it.
better do their job and find the suspect that did it so they can clear my name. And I'm done. Look at what I'm putting my family through.
You're on
Not just
national
them.
news now.
Not
Look at you put my look at this person putting their mic like that. Look at him. Like, watch what he does. I love it.
just them. You
He's
my
like-
parents.
Good for you, Carlos. Look at this woman just stick her microphone.
Look at what I'm
Look at
putting
this
my family
shit.
through.
You're on
Not just
national
them.
news now.
Look at that. Look at. What is he doing? Fool. An entitled bitch.
Not just them. You my parents in Tucson.
Yeah.
And your
People calling him an SA. An SAO.
mother-in-law was worried about you. She was saying it doesn't look anything like him.
Yeah. See, I'm telling you guys.
Why do you think they came here? Why did you think they came to you?
Yeah, if I would have known that answer, I would have given it to you. But I don't.
If I would have known that answer, I would have given it to you. Love it. Tell him, Carlos. Woo! Don't worry, we're gonna be sending lots of cervezas, baby. Let's go. Patron. What do you guys want?
So you have no
We're gonna
idea
have a
what led them to
fiesta.
you. Nothing. They didn't
Nothing.
give. They didn't say car make, a license, nothing.
Nada.
Nada.
Carlos, ¿hablas español?
Los dos. Soy bilingüe.
Carlos, ¿nos puedes platicar en español para Telemundo Arizona qué fue lo que sucedió?
Pues me estaban acusando de secuestro, algo que yo no hice. Y me. I'm done.
Okay.
What's your name?
Sorry, what's your name, sir?
Carlos, una
Carlos.
declaración en español, por favor.
Look at the family
Come
here.
here.
Josefina.
Dude, are you going to sue them? Are you going to
There's Taylor.
sue them?
Are you gonna sue them? Are you gonna sue them?
Oh, that is crazy.
Carlos?
That's Carlos, man. They got the wrong guy. Yo, that's crazy.
Fuck TMZ.
Yo, it's not
TMZ
him.
received a letter.
Holy smokes.
TMZ can suck these titties.
What in the heck? Dude, this is not over.
TMZ has created a shit show.
Oh my goodness. Share that out. That
Harvey
is
sucks.
crazy. Yo, that was clipped. That is
Yeah.
crazy. Wait, we got another person out here?
Unbelievable.
Anybody else out here that's affiliated? Yo, that's crazy.
What just happened?
FBI swinging and missing. What? Wait, what was that about that court order? How'd you get in there? That's what I thought. Keep on lying. They all let you in that house. They all let you in that house.
It's crazy. Wait, we got another person out here?
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but delivering packages to a house during your job, is not probable cause. Okay, for any of this shit. This is gonna get wild. Bring the beasts out. Are you gonna sue them? And the thing that's sad about that is they don't have any money to sue. You need money to sue in this lovely world. Okay, you need money to sue people. It's the way the world works. All right. So let's go back on over here to the next up in my playlist of what, this is WTF, what the happened, here. Let's see. Now, here's Brian Enton, I think. Oh, wait, this is the one I wanted.
And so how did this all start? How did they stop you here? You were driving here?
Yeah,
or
my wife was driving.
Your wife was driving?
That's not the one I wanted. Hold on one second. There.
When you see this image as a member, of the Tucson area, what goes through your head?
He prepared for this. There was a lot of thought and planning behind it.
Woo! Yes. Someone with a brain right here. Give it up. A neighbor of Nancy Guthrie coming out speaking yesterday. Okay. And calls it like it is. This is a lot of planning, thought out.
Because, he has gear and you don't just happen to have one of those masks laying around.
Yeah.
So this was planned.
Yeah. When you just see, let me ask you this way. If this individual walked up to your home in the middle of the night, what would be your reaction?
Oh yeah. Words I don't want to say on TV.
Sure.
I would be scared as, horrified.
When you've heard over the last 10 days what happened to this 84-year-old woman, they believe taken from her home in the middle of the night, how scary is that to you?
Well, here's the thing. Tucson, Arizona is a vibrant community. Our favorite daughters are Linda Ronstadt and Savannah Guthrie, who are highly successful women from Tucson. And, so it's like a member of the family when I hear about Nancy Guthrie, and I sure hope they find her.
Yeah. What has it been like to have almost, all these federal resources come to Tucson and have this major
Doesn't know anything
investigation that
about
seemingly
that,
it's all
you
everyone's
dumbass.
talking about right now? Has that been weird for you guys at all?
Well, it has become that way. And,
Good question.
I just hope that Nancy Guthrie's found, that she's alive. I feel for Savannah and her family.
Right. Just lastly, you have not seen this person ever in your life, could you say? I know I'm showing you the video.
Yeah,
now.
the glare.
There you
Okay.
You've not seen this person. Are you kidding me? Are you absolutely kidding me? Anybody that can make a positive identification from looking at that is an absolute fool. And I'd be saying like, what? He has a mask on. He has a mask on. No, I haven't seen anybody walking around our neighborhood wearing a mask during the day. Okay?
As you just see, he grabs some flowers here. He tries to...
He grabbed some flowers. No, he did not grab flowers. Okay? He grabbed some chickpeas.
Cover the camera. As you're just watching this, what do you think?
Well, again, this was planned.
Yeah.
This was planned.
Yeah, because he's, has the gear and...
Have you ever heard of break-ins at all over the last month or two in your neighborhood? Is that something you've been aware of or heard of, anything of that nature?
Not in this neighborhood. This is a peaceful, everybody walks their dogs in the morning, and we enjoy the desert life and the community, and this is great. I've been here for 35 years.
Yeah, 35 years, and I've never seen anything like this, I presume.
No, not in my neighborhood.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Not in my neighborhood.
What do you think is at play here? If you had to guess, 84-year-old woman taken from her home in the middle of the night, if you had to just, I'm sure you've thought about it, what's going on here? Have you thought at all and have any guesses?
Sure. I think they're taking advantage of Savannah's celebrity.
Why would they do
you know, that's strange because they should have known it would bring a lot of attention upon them. And to do a crime this seriously, you know, I mean, didn't they imagine that they'd have attention on them?
That's why they didn't go to the media. She's with it.
Yeah. Anything else you think is important to add? Anything else you want to say or have thought over the last 10 days?
I've been following it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Who hasn't locally? I bet.
Yeah.
Okay. Anything you would say to her family?
Oh, I just hope the best for them.
Mhm.
You know, it must be so hard. Yeah.
What a trooper. Just give it up. You don't know her name, but how about her passenger just patiently sitting there?
Tucson loves Savannah, and you know, I don't know her family personally, but I sure hope it works out.
I sure hope it works out. This was 8 hours ago.
All right, it's 9 p.m. on the East Coast, 6 p.m. on the West Coast, 7 p.m. in Pena County, Arizona.
They must have, like,
now
reshot
from
this
the ground.
to
There's
add him.
activity.
Some sort of a camera on that door.
Let's see.
So the person in that video, and when you, I've got to imagine it wouldn't align with a theory that it's somebody that knows Nancy Guthrie well, because if they did, they would have known that camera's there, if in fact they really are surprised by the camera, no?
I mean, I think that's a really good point, that if this was somebody who cased Nancy's house, I would think one of the first things they would see is, and look for, is some sort of a camera on that door. So look, I talked to one person involved in this case today, and I raised exactly that point. And the response I get back was, you cannot always use logic and reason in figuring things like this out. And I think that's true. That, you know, and in some ways, you know, you're guilty of overanalyzing sometimes when you expect everybody to make the precise, rational move, and that just isn't always the case. So I can't explain that, John. You know, it does speak to somebody who didn't know that door before.
Lies. What do you mean? What is wrong with you people? Where's your brain cells?
Or coming there.
You guys, it's 11 days. She's been missing 11 days. This is not somebody that was just like, oh, you know what? That woman looks like she's got money. Or how about I'm just gonna rob her? Okay, she can't tell who I am. I could have taken whatever from the house or been like, hey, I'm gonna put you in the car. We're gonna go down to the ATM. Okay. And what? No, we're going to drive your car to the ATM and we're just going to withdraw a bunch of shit, you know, a bunch of money. And then guess what? I'm going to drive you back and I'm going to give you some cough syrup and you're going to go to bed. Okay. And these phones, I'm just going to break them. Have a good day.
In the first instance. But again, even if you don't know the door, everybody knows it's common to have those cameras. And if you take the time to completely cover yourself, with the exception of a little bit of a beard and up there too, and at least when you walk up to the door, you have something in your hand to cover it with, as opposed to being surprised.
Why? That's actually the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Why would you want to bring something with you that has potentially DNA on it that you're going to put on something that is going to be swabbed?
By it, and then walking back.
This is brilliant. This is brilliant to use shrubbery. Absolutely brilliant. This is somebody that's also like
back to the garden area and grabbing some brush.
Harvey, it's obvious you're working.
How about this question? Why did they preserve the Ring camera? Can somebody out there with some cahoons ask one of these buffoons why they preserved the camera? For what? And then the blood is right outside the camera. It was to use the video to make a ransom video. But they already know this, in my opinion. But I can't, this should just tell you, I mean, just clip that little part out, send it to somebody, okay? Ask somebody that, put them on the spot. They won't, though.
Closely with law enforcement and have been from day one. And by the way, I totally admire your help, your cooperation. I'm grateful for it. I think most Americans are as well. And
He's loving this.
That you may not be able to talk about publicly.
Yeah, I mean, there is activity, much more activity than there was a couple of days ago. It seemed like authorities were stalled until really today. And a lot is going on. As you said, we are told the same thing, that these SWAT and bomb squad movements.
Okay, yeah. Awesome. Now, let's get him off. Going over here, we're going to play this next video I have. We're gonna go back to this.
Lived, we're told. There was a traffic stop close by.
Okay.
We got Brian Enton back. Brian, you're up. Okay, I'm outside the house that is now being searched where this subject lived, we're told. There was a traffic stop close by. This is the subject being questioned in the Nancy Guthrie investigation. This is Josephina. Yes. This is her house, and the subject is her son-in-law.
Okay, so check this out. 9:47 p.m. Mountain Time, which should have been 11:47 p.m. my time. Okay, I was live with you guys, I think, until what, 1 something in the morning.
Yeah, is that right? Yeah. Tell me how this happened. Where was he when he was detained?
My daughter and him were, and the kids, my grandkids, were doing door dashing when they got stopped here, and I don't know what kind of questions they asked them. But when we got home, I wasn't at home. When we got home, we found out that they took my son out. They went inside. They busted the doors from my house. They went inside and took my son to the living room and had him handcuffed, and then got him outside. That's when the time that we got home, and we asked what was going on, and they couldn't say anything. And they said, and I asked him to have a search warrant to go in my house, and they said we don't need a search warrant. We can go do that if we want to.
Right there. She's saying, "Do you have a search warrant to go in my house?"
They said we don't need a search warrant. We can go do that if we want to. So I told them, yeah, I think you need a search warrant. Why did you break my door?
Why you break my door? I think you need a search warrant. She lying? I don't think she's lying. Remember we put it out last night? We told you guys last night. We said they did not have no fucking search warrant for that house. And it was being poured. All that mainstream media was putting out is that there was a court order, there was a search warrant, blah, blah, blah. And it was like, why is mainstream media, every outlet, going so hard about this alleged search warrant? Okay? Like, why is it even in the titles of anything? Why are we hearing that, right? Well, we're hearing that because there's a big problem.
And we asked what was going on, and they couldn't say anything. And they said, and I asked him to have a search warrant to go in my house. And they said, we don't need a search warrant. We could go do that if we want to. So I told them, yeah, I think you need a search warrant. Why did you break my door? You took my son the wrong way. I mean, you hurt him. His wrists were with the handcuffs.
Let me ask you, were you familiar with?
Why is he cutting her off? Why wouldn't he ask, wait, what do you mean they didn't have a search warrant? Because you're a pussy, Brian. Do you hear what she just told you? Are you listening? Either catch her out on being a liar, okay? Inquire about that. Jesus Christ. Did you hear what she was saying to you? Pisses me off. You have nothing to... Like, oh my God. Look at this motherfucker. Oh,
why did you break my door? You took my son the wrong way. I mean, you hurt him. His wrists were with the handcuffs.
Let me ask you, were you familiar with the Nancy Guthrie case?
Let me ask you, were you familiar with the Nancy Guthrie case? That's what the fuck he wants to ask after she just told him they had no search warrant to come into my house, and they tell me that we don't need that. What? Oh, so they didn't hand you a piece of paper? Because guess what? If they would have had a search warrant, guess what she gets handed in her hand? A piece of paper. Here's a search warrant. Here you go. Search warrant. You hand it to them. And if they're not home, you leave it. Where's the paper? Let me see your warrant. We don't need one. She would have a piece of paper. And if he did his job and he knew what the fuck was up, you said, oh, they didn't give you a piece of paper when they came in saying, here's the search warrant? No, they told me that they didn't need one, so they didn't give you a piece of paper.
Had you seen that she was missing?
Like I told you, I saw it on Facebook, but since I don't know her, I didn't read what was going on. The story.
Did they take electronic devices at all? Did they take your phone?
I don't have anything. They took
your
my phone. They took my phone, my husband's phone, my daughter's phone, my grandkids' phone, and my son-in-law's phone.
They took the grandkids' phones? Everybody's phones. They didn't have a search warrant?
Let me show you these pictures really quick, Josefina, of, just give me a second, I gotta pull them up on my phone. These are the pictures from outside Nancy Guthrie's house. This is who they're looking for. Do the eyes look like your son-in-law at all?
No, not at all.
Do you see the mouth?
Yeah, no, he doesn't look at all.
Brian, can you ask what her son-in-law's
what's
name
his
is?
name?
It's Carlos.
Carlos. She just told, she didn't say, I'm not going to say. Carlos. His name's Carlos. And then she said his last name.
Carlos Palazuelos.
Sorry, what's his name?
Carlos.
Carlos.
Yes.
And what's his last name?
Palazuelos.
Palazuelos. Look at Brian says.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so.
And does he work in Tucson? Would he ever be in Tucson?
He's in Tucson all week. He works delivering boxes for like UPS and he works with a company. And I told him you can call the company that he works there and verify that he's working. And
is your daughter also detained?
No, they just let my daughter and my grandkids go.
Okay. Okay. Thank you, Josefina.
Yeah.
So that's
Josefina.
sort of the latest here, Jesse. They took her phone too.
Yeah,
her husband's
She couldn't call anybody. She couldn't do anything. They don't have any phones.
phone, and her daughter's phone, and obviously her
I mean,
son-in-law's
thank God they have family and friends that are right there. I'm sure they could use somebody else's
phone. And they
Unbelievable.
are searching her house right now. So this is sort of an unfolding situation.
And I'll get into this with Arthur, the fact that they didn't have a search warrant, according to her. Do you know?
According to her. Jesse, you couldn't think on your hands right there to say they didn't give you a piece of paper? Come on, man. You guys are supposed to be like, you guys do this all the time. You know that here's the search warrant, okay? They would have given her a piece of paper.
Where Carlos is right now, Brian?
Do we know where Carlos is right now?
No, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with him. They took my phone. I can't reach with nobody.
Yeah, we think he's being questioned. But
Yeah, they already asked us a lot of questions about him. We told, like I said, I have nothing to hide. You can go in my house. You can search anything you want. There's nothing to hide. I don't know the lady. I don't know about the lady. I saw her in Facebook.
She said that, you guys, after they said that you're holding this woman here. If the reports are accurate with what they want to claim, that, hey, we got a tip that said that Nancy Guthrie's here. This woman's being held here. What? I'm not holding anybody. Can you just imagine that? Like, you're looking for a person then? So then the tip would be like, you can go in there and look for her. Like, that would be a very specific warrant to say you can search the home for her. Okay. And that would mean that if Nancy Guthrie couldn't fit in your cabinets because she couldn't, what are you going in there? You can't, there's nothing in my cabinet, and nor would you ever expect to think that Nancy Guthrie would be in there. Okay. Do you think we chopped her up? Opening up my dishwasher, my washer dryer.
But like I told you,
Was he ever violent? Any violence?
But Nancy can't be on my phone. She's a human. I just would love to see this warrant that they say that they have.
Carlos?
no, he's a good guy.
Criminal history that you know of?
None of it.
No.
He has no criminal background.
Yeah, so I mean that's sort of the situation. She's obviously in shock. Yeah.
She's obviously in shock. She's obviously in shock. I mean, look at him just labeling. Like, we don't know if she's in shock. She didn't say she was in shock. Okay? He needs to work for the police department and write some, Dylan Mortensen she was clearly frozen in shock phase. I mean, wow.
Did you show her photos?
And she doesn't seem like she's in shock to me.
The person outside of Nancy Guthrie's house, the images, the mask, the backpack. Did she identify any of those items of clothing? And nothing. She doesn't see anything in that.
I did, and let me show you. Let me show you again.
Let me show you
seen
again.
These photos.
Yeah, the detective showed them to me right now.
And the backpack? Does the backpack?
He
look
doesn't
familiar?
have a backpack. He doesn't wear backpacks. He doesn't like either that. I don't know what gloves or something like that. I don't know
Yeah,
what they're.
gloves.
No.
You see the boots?
Yeah.
Let me get you a
Oh, no,
closer
he doesn't.
picture. You
Huh?
see this here? Look at the look at the eyebrows. The eyebrows are very specific. You see how they're very manicured?
No, that's not.
Look at the eyebrows. What are you talking about? Oh my God. Look at the eyebrows. That's not him. Look at the eyebrows. Dude, these people. Brian, let's have a test. I am going to do a test myself. I'm going to get people on here. I'm going to start taking pictures of people, and I'm going to start doing an eyebrow test. Okay. And you're going to match eyebrows. Okay. Get out of here. This is ridiculous. That mask is covering up. Okay. The eyebrows. You might be able to see just right at the bottom. Okay. Those aren't his eyebrows. Those aren't his eyes.
Nope.
That's not him. She was right. Money, Josefina. Run a train over there. Good job, Josefina. Way to hold your ground.
I can assure you it's not him.
I can assure you it's not him. Look at how fat that guy's face is.
Okay.
Pretty fat face, if you ask me.
Like I told you, if I had my phone, I would show you a picture of him.
If I had my phone, I would show you a picture of him. Does this look like a woman that's trying to hide anything? No. Nope.
Okay.
I can show
Yeah,
you.
she wants to show me a picture, but she doesn't have her phone. But she seems very sure. I mean, it's hard to tell with the mask, but but we've said if you knew the person,
We'll
you'd
get
be
there.
able to recognize them.
But Brian, if you don't mind asking her, does she know where he was January 31st, February 1st?
Does he know? And I'm over here when I was watching this, I'm like, oh my God, this is wrong. You're exploiting this woman. Okay, this is a criminal, serious, yep, let's get her on this is what she's gonna say. Let's see what she says. Where was he?
Do you know where he was January 31st? You know when this
10
happened?
days ago.
It would have been last Saturday night.
Well, he works from Monday through Friday. He's home Friday. He stays home Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Goes back to work on Monday. So on the weekends, he stays at my house. He doesn't go nowhere. He stays.
So was he at your house
Yeah,
last
he
Saturday?
was. Yeah, he was here at my
Are
house.
you positive?
Yeah, I'm positive. He was here at my house.
Because this would have happened late Saturday and early into Sunday morning, like around 2 a.m.
Oh
on
no,
Sunday.
he's always here for his kids on the weekend.
Could he have left in the night?
Oh no,
No.
I'm pretty sure. He has his van that work. He uses the van that's outside. It's a van. It's broken. It's not working.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our News Nation app right now on your.
Woo! Awesome. All right. What a mess. What a mess. Okay. Now we're going to go to, let's see. If JLR, I sent him an email. I said he needs to go help. I will help him, help them. Okay. We want to buy lunch, whatever. Okay. Whatever we can do. We need to help those people. Get the right story. Get the right story. Ask anybody down there if they have Ring cameras. You know what I mean? Get the story.
No
What does
one
he
has
do?
come out
He comes back to this fucking hellhole.
or a name, but seeing the TMZ
This
reports
is not the story.
saying they received
The story is
another notification
where
they received a note related.
who cares? Their notes have been shit.
Do you believe TMZ? Did TMZ give that over to authorities? Let me actually get the report and see what it
This
actually
isn't the
says
story.
while I'm here.
Okay, this is not the story. And I just told Bella, I was like, I may have to go to Tucson. The story is the story is with that family. You need to find out what happened.
Different address from the one in the original ransom note received by TMZ and 2 Tucson
You need to
news
go
TV station.
show support for those people and find out what was going on. Find out, you guys, they would have had some type of, they would have been around. Did you guys see a presence of police the past 24, 48 hours? Were people driving around here? Were they surveying? You're not just going to do what they did and
There's
with nothing.
information on the kidnapper. You
Makes
can't
no
make this
sense.
up. That's crazy. You think that's true? So now we have a new Bitcoin, or we have a new note. We have a new note in the Nancy Guthrie case, but it's not from the kidnapper. Instead, it's from someone offering to give up information. What
They want. Remember, they want the.
do you think about that? TMZ received a note just before 5 a.m. Pacific time.
We'll
and the
give you
sender claims
information.
they tried unsuccessfully to reach Savannah Guthrie's brother Cameron and her sister Annie by email and text. The note goes on. If they want the name of the individual involved, then I want 1 Bitcoin to the following
know we just
wallet.
played that
Time
earlier.
is more than relevant. That sounds as fake as can be. Does that sound fake?
It's ridiculous. It's
How
absolutely
crazy does
ridiculous.
this
All
sound?
this is ridiculous.
Does that sound fake?
This is not the story. He needs to leave from being where he's at right now. This isn't the story. JLR investigates. His chat needs to tell him he needs to get the hell out of there. There's nothing going to happen there.
I don't know
Even
the
if it
value
was
of
breaking
Bitcoin
news,
keeps going down in
nobody
price.
is there. Okay, there's no people in any of those homes. There's no nothing. Okay, he needs to get back into his vehicle and he needs to go to Rico Suave. Okay,
Really
He
like
needs to
plot
go talk
twist
to
type
those people.
movie. This is like
He needs to offer his assistance. Okay, he needs to tell them how he sued more people than anybody in the United States. Okay, if anybody could do this,
information on the
he could do this.
kidnapper. Time is of an essence.
He needs to show them who he is. He needs to go there with the people that he just met while he's been
Bitcoin.
there.
50,000,
And
60,000.
that's the story. The story is to find out how in the world delivering a package would ever lead to what it just led to. He should be
Let me
asking
read
to
more
see a
into
copy
it. It kind
the
of broke
search
when
warrant.
it came on.
Okay, those people will help.
Just saw it come
I mean,
through.
you help
wanted
them,
to
they
get
help you.
details
Like,
of
get
it.
the story.
What do you think? I think somebody's
Lana, off you go, girl.
You never know.
Brains on the scene.
You never know.
JLR is not a sellout. How is he a sellout? He'll go over there.
I don't know why.
What do you mean? Sellout? What are you talking about? We have all of this footage because of him.
Less media.
Sluther75, thank you so much. I just think it's hilarious. You guys, whatever is going to be happening, for them to be parked out here, there's nothing. There's nothing. Like, breaking news for what? What happened? Everybody had to leave and go where? Following. I mean, what are you doing? they're just creating a, oh, hey, let's all just hang out and do what? And do what? Absolutely, right there. Should I disagree with him on what he thinks on cases all the time? All the time. But there is something like information, knowledge is power. Knowledge is power. Sued more people than anybody in the United States, right? Go tell them how to do it. No, you just need to go get it. I'm gonna all right, we're gonna start making some phone calls. You know what I need to do is I need to ask my cleaning lady if she can translate. That's what I need to do. I don't speak good enough Spanish. Bella's pretty good. I should have paid attention more in Spanish class. All right, let's call. We're going to DoorDash them something right now. Like what? Breakfast there? Okay. Google Translate. Yeah, but that's just so impersonal. Like, come on, man.
Buenos días, Santa Cruz, ya 11 días desde que Nancy Guthrie desapareciera misteriosa.
I'll be back in a few minutes, folks.
Oh my God, we cannot send. Oh, wait. I guess they're like that. Got it. Okay. It's a home. Leave at the door is perfectly fine. There's a gate code. No, there's none.
Ay, güey.
Okay. Meet at the location. Door. Please tell Josefina that we are so sorry for what happened last night and truth and transparency, independent journalist, supports Okay. What should we send them? Just like McDonald's, bunch of pancakes, hash browns, that type of shit? What do we think? Safe bet? I know he's got a couple
Ahorita
boys.
nos movemos aquí porque ya hay flores ya. Ajá. Y así puedo mostrar aquí. O sea, me hago zoom y tú
We'll
encuadro
send-
todavía.
Okay. ¿Qué tal? Muy buenos días. Han transcurrido ya 11 días desde que Nancy Guthrie desapareciera misteriosamente sin dejar rastro de esta su residencia. Aquí en Tucson,
We'll send
Ya
how many
ahorita
people
la otra.
do they have there?
Cualquier de aquí, pues tenemos 11 minutos.
¿Cuánto tenemos?
11 minutos. 11, ¿verdad?
11.
Ya menos. Ya menos. No, la hacemos a la otra. Que
Sausage, egg, McMuffins. I mean, what do you get? Sausage McMuffins with egg? Couple of those. We'll send a couple of
Ay,
those.
güey. En 7. Y luego está esta cámara aquí, güey. ¿Qué pedo?
All right.
Pues me pongo acá.
And then we'll send like
Luego nos van a ganar allá.
No, ¿cómo?
No,
Es que
estoy hablando yo.
Ok, es que estoy.
hash browns. Okay. Oh, wow. They have a deal with sausage McMuffins this morning. Oh, not that. We'll send a couple of the. Jax just likes the scrambled eggs by itself, just in like a little side thing. Okay. All right. We have sent 3 hotcakes and sausage, 4 sausage McMuffin with egg, 4 hash browns, and 2 orders of scrambled eggs. Right? Is that good?
Ok.
They probably have stuff to drink there, right?
Y va a ir para el señor, ¿verdad? Okay. Okay.
She's at her grandkids, so 2. Her and her husband, 4, 5, 6. I should get one more. We're going to get one more hotcakes and sausage. So there's technically like 6 meals and then just 4 extra hash browns and some side of eggs. Okay. You seem far away from this address. Are you sure this is the correct address? Yes. 425. Yeah. It'll get there in 19 to 29 minutes. And we'll tip. How much you guys think DoorDash is nowadays? Make sure a code isn't needed for the job. I did. Yeah, I took that off. What do you guys think? They charge you an arm and a leg now for DoorDash. Subtotal $57.89. Delivery fee $5.49. And then fees and estimated tax $13.49. So $76.86 before tip. So I'm gonna give them though 13 to tip. What a bunch of fucking crazy people. Again, this seems like it's far from you. Are you sure you want to send this? I said, drop off. Please tell Josefina that we are so sorry for what happened last night, and here is a meal on us. My name is Lana Oriana, and I'm an investigative journalist. Here's my phone number. If there's anything that we can do to help you, please let us know. So it's being tracked too. It'll arrive in 24 minutes. So that's what you contribute to over here. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. And hey, if they are involved, they got their last I'm just kidding. Where's my cash app? Towards the goal. Thank you. They might be afraid to receive it after last night. Well, I hope not. I can call them. Okay, I have their number. TMZ Lana reporting new ransom received. 1 Bitcoin in exchange for info on perp. Just one Bitcoin. Wow. Ridiculous. Snappy Cat. Lana, you are the sweetest and smartest lady on the tubes. You guys, this is just egregious as fuck. And it doesn't make any sense. I have no idea why JLR wants to be here filming this. I would not fly to Tucson to film this shit. We gotta go to other areas. Like, this is nothing. You know, investigative journalism. I get it. We can all watch the screen and it's like a place for people to chat. But if I'm JLR, I take my ass to Josefina's house and I figure out what the hell happened. And I have a sit down with them, like, you know, Barbara Walters on the couch. And I ask them, I say, like, how'd this happen? What'd they tell you? What'd they say?
Dude, I just saw the strangest thing. Literally.
Thank you.
I documented everything. Check this out, folks. Dude, right next door. Like, if you're looking at Nancy's home, right next door, that's next door. The house where, you know, where their authorities were going in between in that manhole.
Oh, the house I said had a
SUV that pulled up with Colorado plates, and there's this guy here that just pulled up with long hair, and he was loading boxes into his vehicle in the parking or in the driveway of the next door neighbor, and he was looking around. He was looking around like this, and he was loading boxes, and he literally packed his whole vehicle up with boxes and then left. Literally out in the parking or in the driveway of the next door neighbor, and he was looking around. He was looking around like this with boxes at Colorado plates. Look, this was weird.
Colorado plates.
This was weird. Look. Literally, he was putting boxes in the vehicle. He filled the whole thing up with boxes. No, I filmed it. I documented it. Let me see. I'll see if I can get it. Hold on. You know, because I'm just. If you see something, say something. I guess, right?
If you see something, say something. Yes. Thank you, Donna. Sydney. Kind behavior is so very rare nowadays. Love this channel. Love this group. Hey, thank you. We're all human, you know.
He filled the entire
We can make
vehicle up
mistakes.
with boxes.
It's fine. For the meal, thank you. You're the best. Thanks, Jody. Appreciate
He
that.
just drove in. He was there for maybe 20 minutes.
Sherry, what's up, girl?
This is the next door neighbor.
William with that wrench. Donna toward JLR. He's like, this guy was just filling up boxes.
At
All the
Colorado plates.
this is hilarious. JLR, get your ass to Rico Suave, okay?
Weird or not weird? I just wanted to
Thank you.
share that because again, whenever I see
Jessica,
sometimes
thank you.
I'm not. Again, it's probably nothing to do with nothing, or maybe he's just
Donna,
a caretaker
thank
for
you.
the neighbor or on behalf of the neighbor and wanted to get the boxes out of there because the neighbors want to get out of here because of the craziness. But sometimes with these type crime scenes and situations, people come back to the scene of what's going on to want to observe or maybe
McDonald's yummy.
to collect things and get out, or I don't know, man. I don't know.
Girl, you know you've been doing something right when you have MSM
If
channel
you were here, you saw
beat
someone
live
going to the neighbor's home
streaming
and
by
went in there and
thousands.
got a bunch of boxes.
We know where to go
loaded
for
up
the truth.
vehicle and left. What would you think? Moving out, moving away, getting away for a while. Maybe he's a delivery person.
She
You
three
saw it.
poo.
Y'all want to report it? You report it. I'll
Thank you,
send
Millie.
an email to them. Oh my goodness, a coyote or something just
Was
ran
it
across
Melly?
the street.
Melly probably.
Literally, I just saw a coyote. It's crazy.
Duly noted. DD are not
Crazy.
to blame.
So
Helping for food
the
to
scene
Carlos
is definitely
and
less
Fina.
out here
Oh, I love the way you sound.
than it is
Fina,
yesterday
Fina.
as far as
Fina for
media.
that ass. I just know where I would be. I would be down there.
2 days ago,
That's
even
who I'd be talking to,
yesterday,
and I'd be figuring out,
parked all the way around the block.
Not
today. I actually asked one of the Fox
how did they
News
go
guys,
so
I was like,
wrong
"Well,
with
where's
that?
everyone at?" He said, "There's reporters at the sheriff's office." And I was like, "Well, why the sheriff's office? I mean, there's nothing going on." I don't know. There's reporters.
Right here. This is good. It says, if I go missing, please, for the love of sweet baby Jesus, do not go after my DoorDasher. I just had to share that.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe from the Gem Show.
People are in town for the
one
Gem
thing about
Show.
the Gem Show is
I think that people should start talking about that.
When I read-
That would cause problems. So with people coming in town, them Googling like places to stay in Tucson. So when we were doing our Google Analytics, obviously we were looking up if anybody was Googling her name and stuff like that. But we noticed a high volume of like places to stay in Tucson, really, peaking. And I'm like, oh my God, it's because the Gem Show, right? And so that would fuck with Google Analytics. That could mess with if you're typing in famous people from Tucson, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. And so if you're something that happens over here in Columbus in the area is the Arnold Classic every year. And it's at the beginning of March. And it's like the same, first weekend of the month. And I shit you not, 2 big missing persons turned to, homicides cases happened during the classic, the Arnold Classic. And I'm like, damn, if you don't have, you're bringing a shit ton of people down here. It's a huge body lifting, whatever. Just look it up. It's the Arnold Classic. And if you guys want to just get down a rabbit hole, Google Joey Butte If you just type in the Arnold Classic missing people, it'll come up.
Yesterday, maybe somebody said the image looks like him.
I almost found a dead body. I was searching for it though. I was searching for it in the Toyota.
And then they said, "Oh, wow,
Jax was like 3 months old. I was pushing the
company.
stroller,
Oh.
and I wanted to go. I was like, I'm telling you, he's in the Toyota, and obviously, like I'm staying on the pass. You know, I'm pushing the stroller. I wasn't by myself either though. But I went there specifically. I was like, I'm telling you, he's in this water. Sure as shit. The next day, a canoer found him, and I was like, motherfucker. Not saying that I go searching, but I just knew he was in the water. I knew it.
Then they go and bust in his house.
Oh, and they tried to
tearing
say
it apart with his family there.
I went ham over that down there. I was like, hello. He was alive before he went into the water. Do you like his lungs? They have water in them. Okay, people, hello. And I was like trying to like support hardcore, like the family. He was at a gay bar the night before. And then I went to like the gay bar and got like the surveillance cameras because I knew one of the people that owned and well, not owned it. I didn't know that, but I went through a bartender. And I was like, I just need you to screen record.
Probably lawsuit,
Take your phone.
maybe. I don't know. Maybe they figure he doesn't know how to sue or won't sue.
I just want a timestamp.
Maybe.
Give me a timestamp of when the last time he's seen on this camera.
And then the difference here with this
that's a whole other
day than others is the sheriff deputy is not on the road like they normally were out here, either at the front.
What's the over and under
the property or
on JLR
driveways?
Oh.
He's inside there. I saw him doing the rounds.
Thank you guys so much.
Maybe this is to
Heather, DoorDash,
from coming to
Sydney, DoorDash.
That was
Kelly,
crazy that a pizza
for
Domino's
Carlos's
pizza was
breakfast,
able,
all you guys.
There was the sheriff deputy right there, right in front of him. He pulls up his vehicle and literally gets out and walks and for knocks on the door for
What's
pizza.
going on with DoorDash? Okay.
And the sheriff was still in his vehicle.
Judith is their
That was
DoorDash.
wild. And then they come out and only for the pizza to be for me.
I'm gonna call
like
when they get close.
crazy itself too.
I'm gonna call when they get close, and I'm gonna say like, "Hey, Judith, can I talk to them?" JLR went over 500,000 subs yesterday. Good for him. I'm telling you, if he would just go do what I'm telling him to do right now, without telling him to do what I'm saying right now, he would have 300,000 people watching live. He needs to go down there. The story doesn't add up. Thank you. But that was great. What's the over and under on JLR taking us back to airport tonight because of a rental car? I think for that it's more like what are the odds, I think we're good. But JLR literally
There's crime scene tape up here. Even though if somebody says 5820,
thank you,
the
Kimberly.
driver's going to come and they're not going to go over this crime scene tape. They don't know either. They just know 5.
And I saw the video, guys, of the pizza getting delivered. We're going to send one, but we're not going to send it to the house. We're going to send JLR a lunch, though. I should send him an escort. That's what we should send him. We're sending you a telegram. Lana says to get your bald ass down to Josefina's residence.
We reviewed the TMZ stuff.
Bullshit.
I think it's bogus.
The
We'll hear what the
chapter is
authorities have to say about that.
McDonald's.
I want one
They're
Bitcoin, and
probably
I'll
like,
tell
oh my
you
God,
who
who the hell orders $100 from?
I'll tell you who the kidnapper is, but I want one Bitcoin. That is like ridiculous. It's crazy.
Again, as soon as the DoorDasher's on the way, we're going to call the DoorDash. and we're going to talk to them.
I want
And we're
one
gonna say,
Bitcoin.
please.
And I'll tell you who the kidnapper.
We're going to say, please, can I talk to Josefina just so she knows that this does not have anthrax in it or anything like that. We are just so sorry about what happened last night. And here, good morning, and eat some food. Lana, I sent a donation. I know I just got it, Dawn. And then you just sent a donation here. Dawn, you're such a sweetheart. I think there's just so many kind people that always come here and you guys get to all chat and stuff like that. And I know I'm always in the zone to bring the information. So something that I'm going to do here, you guys have been following my Monique and Spencer Tepe case. Well, we're sitting here like this. I want to tell you guys about what's going on in that case. There was supposed to be a court date here next week, but they pushed it back to April. April, I think it's now the 13th or the 16th at 9 a.m. But the Michael Tepe's attorney, you guys know, she's one of the best. Somebody that I have a lot of respect for. And she filed discovery requests as well as bill of particulars. Now, people say that it's normal to file the bill of particulars. And I said, well, yes and no. If it's not vague, you don't need to. So let me tell you what that means while we're sitting out here watching freaking paint dry.
Manhunt is underway.
Hold on 1 second. I got to grab something.
Share what you have to say. So where do we go with this today? Waiting to see if FBI goes back to the home of Annie and Tomaso's. I believe they'll go back, in my opinion. Reason being is yesterday when they were going door to door, there was quite a few homes that they didn't get to speak to the homeowners. And I saw the FBI jot them homes down that weren't. They couldn't get the homeowner, so I'm assuming you would have to go back and at least talk to the homeowner. Another thing I saw yesterday, consent. I didn't see anyone that I saw, and we saw quite a few homes. I didn't see anyone that actually, like a neighbor, that denied their request to search their property or look on the property. Some people, they didn't go in their home. They went around their properties. Others, they went inside their home. But I hadn't seen a full-blown, hey, get off my property, feds, come back with a warrant type talk, And there's people out there that say, stay off my property. I didn't see that yesterday. I actually saw.
Okay. So while we're sitting here, this was all filed on 1/30/2026. So the first document was the defendant's request for notice of state's evidence pursuant to criminal rules 12E2, which is now comes the defendant Michael McKee through his counsel, and pursuant to crim rule 12E2 requests notice from the prosecutor as to what evidence the state intends to use in its case in chief against him, and which is subject to discovery under crim rule 16. That's discovery. So then files defendant's demand for discovery. So just like in the Brian Kohlberger case, it's a lot of boilerplate with you're going through your under the rules of evidence, you have to provide us with number one would be the statement of the defendant and co-defendant, any statements that they've said, all relevant written and recorded statements or copies thereof. Number 2 would be criminal records of defendant, co-defendants, and witnesses. Number 3, documents and tangible objects. So all laboratory or hospital reports, books, papers, tangible objects, photographs, buildings or places. So all laboratory. So remember the NIBIS and stuff like that? Yeah. Come on, toss over those preliminary. Reports of examinations and tests. So any results of reports of physical or mental examinations and of experiments or scientific tests made in connection with the above captioned case. Number 5 is evidence favorable to the defendant. So all evidence of information known or which may become known to the state of Ohio, which may be favorable to the defendant. All material. So evidence that would diminish the credibility of any state witnesses. So again, this is pretty much boilerplate. You got to start somewhere, right? Number 6 is police reports. So all reports from peace officers, the Highway State Patrol, and federal law enforcement agents, both original and supplemental, the existence of which may be known or may become known to the state of Ohio, and that are associated with the above captioned matter. Number 7 is witness statements. All witness recorded written statements. For the purpose of the request of a witness shall include any person who has or claims to have knowledge or is believed to have knowledge concerning a fact or facts about the issues involved in this. So remember how I sent in the information in this case with the Tepe case? When I was reading through this, I was like, well, I claim to know something. I was like, oh,
So
shit.
just wondering if someone just latched off a news report and then just decided to send it.
When I was like, XYZ. Expert witnesses. And then the last part is the defendant's motion for bill of particulars. And this is what I want us to take a little bit of notice of, which is defendant's motion for bill of particulars is when the defendant, by and through their counsel, moves the state of Ohio to furnish a bill of particulars setting forth specifically the nature of the offenses charged in the indictment. Pursuant to this provisions, criminal rule 7E as the following, which is number 1, a detailed statement of the particular acts, conduct, method, manner, or means by which the state of Ohio maintains that the defendant committed the offenses set forth in the indictment. Okay, the McDonald's is heading our way, so pause that. Go back here.
Oh, for an extra 17,000? It makes no sense.
Okay.
That's why I think it's BS.
Oh, we got our picture.
You get 50,000. You're asking for 1 Bitcoin. Oh, I want 1 Bitcoin. I'll tell you who the kidnapper is. Get your $50,000. Be all over the news, and you'll be championed. And you probably could go around and get every paid media interview out there and sit down there.
Judah.
ABC Good Morning America, all flight expenses, and you'll make more than that 1 Bitcoin. That's why I think it's just it's a hoax. It's nonsense. Someone trolling. It's just dumb. Doesn't add up. Doesn't add up.
All right, we have them on
So
GPS here for DoorDash. So let's see where they're at. All right, they just pulled out. They have our 2 bags. I'll put the bags on so you guys can see.
I am out front of Nancy Guthrie. You know the spot. Most people that have been watching know this location. Most of you that are watching have watched what's going on. But it's much more quieter out here today than any other day. There's still people. It's just maybe tomorrow there'll be less than tomorrow, and then less tomorrow, and less tomorrow, and the next day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I demand Bitcoin immediately so I can continue to super chat. Final warning. KWNY Upstate says. I know, right? Why are they searching around properties around Annie and Tommaso? Why did they tow Annie and Tommaso's vehicle? Why did Celebrite go in there and did digital forensics? Why did authorities go in there and snap photos at night? Reports are saying it's consent by NBC. Was it consent? Police never verified anything. Why are these things happening around their neighborhood? Why are they going door-to-door surveillance around there? Where's Tommaso? Didn't give out nothing. No statement, no nothing. Just a hiding of a face when he's seen on camera. That's it. Where's Tommaso? Savannah, she's made some videos. Appears she's standing with Annie. Again, we speculate. Unified front. Totally believe she's innocent.
You're almost there.
Just putting on a brave face. Doesn't really know.
See, we got. She's going down frontage. Legit, we have this on GPS. Crazy. We'll wait till she gets on the street. And then I'm going to try to make a phone call here.
No one is saying, I'm not saying that Tommaso did it 100% effect. But where is he? Why was the Sheriff Nano's really tight-lipped on about him?
The DoorDash knows it's
acknowledge him anymore as far as the last person that dropped Nancy off. I think the last person with somebody.
Again, if you guys are just joining here at Truth and Transparency, we sent Carlos and Josefina and the family breakfast this morning due to everything that has occurred. With DoorDash, you have the ability to send, gifts. So we went ahead and bought them McDonald's this morning, and the DoorDash is arriving here in just a few moments.
With a deep black beard. Of Tommaso and Annie in their vehicle, hiding their faces, but showing their faces too. He had gray. I don't think that person's Tommaso.
Hello? Hello?
May be monitored and recorded by DoorDash and service providers for quality.
Hello?
Hello.
Hi, is this Judith?
Yes.
Hi, Judith. I just wanted to call. I was the one that ordered the DoorDash that you're sending right now for the family. And I just wanted to call and say, first of all, thank you for the picking up the large delivery. I appreciate that and getting it there so quickly.
Oh, Okay, don't worry, that's fine.
Okay. And then I was wondering if you could do me a favor when you get there. I just wanted to see if when you go up to the door, if you can ask for Josefina, just so I can tell her it's a gift. So I just want to tell her thank you and to stay strong.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, I see the message in the DoorDash.
Okay, so what was that again? Are you almost there?
Yeah, I'm almost up there.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have you had a busy morning door dashing?
No, it's not busy today.
Not busy today? Okay.
No. Okay, it's
Thank you so much.
you're welcome. Oh, there's too much people over here.
Oh, there's a lot of people still. Oh, wow. Okay.
I'm looking for parking.
Oh, gosh, is that crowded? I thought that they would have cleared out by now. Well, good. Then they deserve a good, nice hot meal. Nothing beats McDonald's when you least expect it.
I think I need to wait because the person is talking to, I don't know, it's the news or
Oh, the
too
news.
much people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, if you just let them know, be like, hey, I'm just here to give a DoorDash. Oh, you mean they're being interviewed? They probably do they have like a camera in their face?
No,
Oh, okay.
me no.
I'm gonna joke with her and let her know that she probably won the lottery. She doesn't even realize it. She's got the winning scratch off. She's got the winning Powerball.
Oh,
I'm just messing with you, Judith. kindness is never overstepping love and the other habits, but go right ahead.
Okay.
Oh, thank you, Judith.
Mhm.
Thank you so much, Judith. If they're being bombarded, I just want you to be able to go about your day and work too, you know? So
No, don't worry. That's fine.
okay, well I'm gonna add a tip. I'm gonna add an extra tip onto this once it closes out the
Oh.
order.
Thank you.
You're welcome, hon. Thank you. I appreciate you. You're really kind.
Don't worry.
Oh,
It's
well,
fine.
it matters. Kindness goes a long way in the world. Smiles and kindness and laughter.
Yeah, I know.
Is it at least sunny over there?
I don't know.
You know.
Well, I know it's not that bad, but yeah, yes, it is. It's that, it's there. It's swollen. What did they tell you? Why they told you over? They tell you out at the beginning when the FBI got there, like 2 hours. They told me like this year.
Do they see you there with like big McDonald's bags?
Yeah.
Say, hey, I got a delivery. Like, come on, this food's gonna get cold, man. Tell that news journalist to slide over. Let me just give the man some food here. Say, have it your way, or is that Burger King? Oh wait, that's Burger King. Say, big booty Judy coming through.
Okay.
Honk honk.
And where, and what were you doing? Which that's only what was it? Everybody do good. No, mi familia estaba en ese carro, estaba en el carro de mamá. Y luego ahí voy a mi sheriff, y luego
So you were never taken into the other celebration was kind of fun. Can you say that like they never took you?
I never took me anywhere to be inside of
Because we all spoke to
yeah, did they apologize? Did they apologize? Yeah. Did they say you're freer? They don't fear to do. Ojalá que lo encuentren, esté bien, y que agarren los suficientes para que se agarren el resto, ¿no? But to find a way to protect the guy who lives.
And when it comes to your big service, obviously now that it's been everything. People are going to asking, how are you feeling about going back in public?
Can you guys hear anything? Oh, I was asking. Can they hear you at all, or do they know that you got DoorDash?
Yeah, I'm here.
Is there like a line out there?
I'm in the line.
Oh, you're in the line? There's a line?
Yeah. It's a lot of people.
Oh
I think it's a 15 or I don't know. It's all
Is
the news.
Yeah.
Oh.
Are you out of the car?
Yeah.
Okay, and they see that you have like the McDonald's bags?
Yeah.
And they're not like, "Hey, I'm just here to give a delivery?" So the food's gonna get cold.
I know.
Judith, you have permission. Just go up there and be like, "Hey, I'm just passing out this DoorDash." I mean, no one's letting. I mean, wow, they must drive a hard bargain around there.
No, they kept me at the bus. So she done day later, so
Hey, Judith, make sure that you hit the. Well, you can hit the app that you're already there, so that way like, it doesn't mess with any of your ratings.
Oh no, they don't have to have it.
Yes. Hi.
Bueno.
Yes, Carlos. Hello.
Yeah, hello.
Hi, Carlos. I just wanted to send you DoorDash for you and your family for all the stuff that you've been put through last night. So
Appreciate it.
yes, I wanted to send. So I got you guys a bunch of, I don't know, pancakes, you name it, hash browns, all that good stuff. My name is Lana Oriani from Truth and Transparency, and if there's anything that we can do to help you navigate this situation that you're in, we will send resources to help you and your family.
I would appreciate that.
I
need to get my phone back.
Yeah, do you have a pen, piece of paper? I want to give you my phone number.
No, I did not.
Do you have
Ahí yo tengo su teléfono.
Can you get?
I'll get it.
Because I want to give you my phone number.
A ver, apunta este número, Carlos. Go ahead.
Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay, so when all the news people kind of clear out from you, use that number, call me, and then we're going to help you, okay?
I appreciate it.
Okay, I appreciate you, Carlos. Stay strong, okay?
Have a good day.
Okay, enjoy your
Bye.
breakfast. I'll talk to you soon.
All right. Thank you.
Okay, bye-bye. Thank you so much, Judith. Yes, thank you so much, Judith. When you send that through, I'm going to give you an extra tip on this and do a review.
Okay.
Okay, thank you so much, Judith. You're awesome.
Don't worry.
Okay. Okay. Bye-bye, hon.
Thank you.
Okay.
Bye. Have a good day.
Okay, you too, honey. Make sure when this goes through. Hold on, I want to check my app so I can. She did fucking a rock star. Yeah, I'm gonna try to. Where's my app? Other. I gave her an extra $50. Woo! Home team, baby. Home team. Yes. Thank you so much. You are amazing. You did Woo! Now let's help some motherfucking people. What do they say? Work smarter, not harder. You guys made it all possible. Thank you guys so much. We are going to help some people. We're going to find out what happened over there. We're going to find out what the hell's going on. And I'm going to see if JLR will help tag team this with me because that's my resource in Tucson. So JLR, we're about to do this. Let's go. Let's go. Spread the word. You guys heard it first. Okay. Awesome. Mark, you've been watching this. What do you think, buddy? What do you think? Okay. What do you think? Unreal, right? I mean, what did they go off of that she sent? Oh, don't worry. It's my pleasure. You so helped this family today. You made our day. Thank you so much. If I ever meet you in person, I'll give you a big hug. All right. Oh, yeah. That's right. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. We need some cars. Okay, guys. I find it hard to believe. Where is Flock? We put in our Flock. We put in a, what do you call it? We put in our, God damn it. We put in our FOIA. Okay. Is Carlo the guy that was detained last night? Yes. Yes, he was. Carlos was detained last night. We bought him and his family. You guys, we bought him and his family breakfast from McDonald's this morning. We just had a DoorDash. But the most important part was that we had a big note, which was I just talked to the DoorDash driver for like 13. I kept her there for 13 minutes and 52 seconds. And I said, please, when you arrive, give my number. You know, I want to help this family. H-Bag, jeez. Lana, you always go above and beyond. H-Bag, I love you. You know, my coverage of Turtle Boy, I was like, I wonder how H-Bag is going to feel about this coverage. I just got to be real. You know, I'm always going to be real. And I followed the evidence. And so I was like, man, thank you, H-Bag. You've been watching the channel for a while. All the Karen Reed stuff we've been through. Another one that was wrongfully rung up. But back to this is, so I told Judith, you guys, I played it all for you, except I muted my number. But I wanted to be able to talk to them and let them know that number one is stay strong. We saw what you went through. Here's our kindness. I mean, what can you do from 3,000 miles away? We can send you food. We can send you breakfast. So we did that. You guys all contributed to that. And then I said, we're truth and transparency. You guys then heard me get to talk to him. I just want to know how this mistake happened. How did this happen? We have all eyes is on this case. How did what took place yesterday happen? It just doesn't happen. It's 2026. And I'm going to tell you also, Nancy, wherever she's at, she probably upstairs. Let's be honest. It's been how many days? But this is all about bringing Nancy home, right? But we don't bring people home and we don't get justice through injustice. There's just ways to do it and there's ways not to do it. We don't make more victims. And I know that wherever Nancy would be, she would be really, really happy that that's just what happened. Nancy believes in kindness. So, but yeah, if there's anything we can do to help them, and the help is getting the story out. If I told you guys at the beginning, I said JLR needs to go where? He needs to go down to where he just was in Rio Rico. Oh my gosh, she wrote back and she says, I feel so grateful. I feel so grateful to do this. You are a gem. Oh, Judith. So so I wanted to make sure that he had my number. He's like, I don't have my phone though. But I was like, well, then here, write this down. I have his phone number though. So it's fine. I knew that he didn't have his phone though. But I don't know how what happened yesterday happened. I mean, this guy, that he wasn't just detained to ask questions to. Like, how about this? Why didn't you just go to his home and interview him? Why did all of that have to happen? You guys, they have interviews all the time. Hey, we're interviewing people that would have ever come in contact. So why wouldn't you have interviewed this guy that delivered a package to say, hey, did you see anything when you were there? Was the camera destroyed when you were there? Was the camera even there? Ask questions like that. That's what tells you that they know that it was there and they know that it recorded things, right? But maybe he could give you some intel. Was like, hey, when you were there, did you see anything? Oh man, I delivered to so many houses. I don't know. Have you ever delivered there before? Was she always getting packages? Which they should probably already know that. But why wouldn't you just interview him? If you're truly interviewing people, like, why wouldn't he be somebody that would be interviewed? Remember, we're talking to people that have been the gardeners and this and that and the other. Well, here's just somebody that delivered a package. Okay. So how does this happen? That he's detained for, is Carlos work with the person they really think was the one? Does Carlos ever, is it ever two people in a vehicle? I don't know. Who are Carlos's friends? Was this designed to get out so that it put heat on? Oh my God, what if Carlos gave them something? What if Carlos actually ratted somebody out? You know what I mean? And it puts heat on somebody then like that they're watching to make a move. But if you're actually trying to get information, I don't understand why that kid wouldn't have been interviewed. Why would you be pulling him over? His wife was driving. He's in the passenger seat. They have the kids in the car, right? But that's what he says though. He's like, they didn't pull me over. I pulled over because I saw we were being followed, meaning like I told her to pull the car over because I saw that we were being followed. So maybe they were planning on just, following them back to the house and interviewing them there. And then they're like, this guy just pulled over. Well, how about this? When they pulled over, how come the car that was the cop car that didn't have lights on, why didn't they just continue on going straight? Why would they pull over too? These are the type of questions that you could say that if you don't want to ask logical and reasoning type questions to, hey, Lana, why does somebody do what they do? the police officer though they deserve the logic and reasoning type questions, right? Wait, what? Hold on. What the fuck is this talking about? Okay. Yeah, it's all bullshit. Sorry, I'm just making sure that she got her tip. I don't trust her. I don't trust anybody. There are reasons I love you so much. Breakfast is just one. Breakfast for all. No, but something happened here. That's the story right now. The story right now is them. The story right now is to find out. Carlos, let's talk. What type of questions were they asking you? So I'm going to ask you the questions because that's just when it's open ended like that. Oh, I have that too. You don't detain somebody because then they did this. So instead of continuing to go straight, just because Carlos and them pulled over, they go and pull right behind them. And then they get out and he gets out. Like, why are you following us? Like, what are you doing? And then that's when he said, like, they detained him and they let the kids go with her. But it was like 2 hours that he was like there, I think, on the side of the road. Then from my understanding, they took them back to like the house. And that's when then they put him in cuffs. So I want to hear we just want to put the timeline together. I don't want it from anybody else. I want to know what transpired from the moment that you pull off the side of the road to the moment that you are literally back in front of your car to pick up your vehicle to then bring it back to your house. Like, let's break down those, 8 hours. We don't know what he delivered to the house. We don't know what he delivered to the house. But yesterday we were over here talking big on the fact that we're like, they don't have a warrant. And everybody in mainstream media was like, they have a warrant, and they were pushing it down our throats that they had a warrant. That family said they didn't have a warrant. I want to see what they take. They have to leave a property tag, meaning they have to leave you with a piece of paper that says this is everything that we took. Okay. Where's that piece of paper? Like, let's see it. Let's see who took it. Was it the feds? Was it the sheriff? Who took the items? Who took the phones? They need to go around, take pictures of the house. What happened? What does it look like? So The story just doesn't make sense. And I don't know why JLR is here. There is no story here. Tammy, thank you so much. I'm in Crying of Tears of Joy, the heart of true crime. Tammy, thank you. Fuck. Hold on, I'm getting her. I'm gonna have to Zell this. Sorry, that's why I'm like distracted and cutting out and stopping to talk. I just don't want to let this box when you don't talk to your dasher, then it goes away, and then I can never talk to her again. There was a couple things that Molly was saying in her interview that were correct about certain shit. Like right now, to get mine and this woman's messages, you'd have to get a search warrant from DoorDash to be able to get our messages. Like they're not savable. You'd have to have a reason. I just think JLR should get the hell down to Rio Rico.
Just got on call. You tell us what's happening. Jan's crazy life says. What's happening is not much happening.
Exactly. No, but nothing's going to happen there, period. Never. There's nothing going to ever happen there. Like, that's never going to be the story.
Here today, no police or sheriffs out on the
front unless they think that there's some return coming in and then
starting to come out,
so they can get a freaking
what today brings.
Some pictures of a van. Yes, got it. Oh my God, we're making woo! I'm gonna just ask Judith if she wants to make money and set up her phone, and so I can do an interview straight with Carlos from his comfort of his couch, and she just runs her phone as my camera there. Okay, sending now. Thank you so much. Let me make sure I got this right. Hold on one second. I just have to send something really quick. Okay, boom. She got her stuff. Sorry. I just needed to make sure that happened. Judith, big booty Judy. She's probably skinny as hell. Thank you guys. So we gave her an extra $50 and hopefully she's gonna have a great day door dashing. Okay. H bag. You rock. Miss is Faye. Is that it? Deborah, for you, Queen. Thank you so much. Deborah. How you been doing? Good? Good. Grand. Fancy Nance. Fancy Nance. Love it. Fancy Nancy. Right? Mark. Get your ass to Tucson, right? Mark, how long is the drive for you? Thank you, Lana, for all that you do. My water broke. Oh my God, you too, baby. I thought you meant like your really water broke, but here, yes, your water did break. Her water broke. You amaze me every day. Remember for 23 months. How much? I mean, come on, best 23 months ever. We're making people happy.
Live outside the home.
Oh.
Just somebody's down there taking pictures
Hold
in
on.
the mailbox there. That's the kind of like a.
We got a call. Hello?
Yes, hello, this is Carlos.
Hi, Carlos. How are you?
I'm doing fine. Well, right now I'm fine, but not going so well.
I see that. Did you get to at least have something to eat? Have you even slept yet?
I slept a little bit, but to be honest, like
It's been probably.
I ate right now, but I just ate a Egg McMuffin.
How was the Egg McMuffin? I got you. I didn't know how old the kids were, so I was like, "Oh, we'll just get some pancakes."
No, that's I appreciate it. The kids enjoyed the pancakes.
Oh, good. And I was like, I mean, I don't know what to get, so I was just like going with like the comforts, like Egg McMuffins and hash browns.
No,
Oh,
I
good.
appreciate that. You're the first person that goes like this, and everybody's been coming at me like I'm a criminal.
Yeah, I was like, he's not the one. What are they doing? Well, I want to try to help you. So is this a phone number that I can reach you at?
Yeah, this is my son's phone number. You can reach me here 24/7.
Okay.
They took mine. I don't know when I'm gonna get it back.
Okay. Did they give like the rest of your family the phones back, or just like?
Yeah, no, they gave them back last night. They just kept mine.
They just kept yours.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes, because like I want to get at my desk here and sit down and like see how the best way I can help you, but I just want to see what's going on, and if there's anything that I can do. Were you when you like pulled over to the side of the road, did they even like have their lights on or anything?
No, I pulled them over. I got out the car.
Yeah,
They
and
didn't have the lights on.
and so like they just didn't even just keep going because like you get what I'm trying to say. Like if I wasn't following you and I didn't have my lights on, I should just keep on going straight, you know?
Oh, yeah, I think the same thing, but they didn't. As soon as I pulled over, they pulled over behind me.
Wow. And then your kids were in the car too, right?
Yeah, my oldest kids, yeah, and my wife.
Oh my gosh. Did they let them go right away? Like
No, they kept them like for 4 hours.
for 4 hours? So
Yeah, they stopped us around 4, and they let them go like around 6 or 7. I stayed there in the police car until midnight.
so they kept you in the police car the whole time, or did they take you like the station or anything?
No, they didn't take me to no station, no anything. They kept me in the police car.
So they just kept you on the side of the road the whole time?
Yes, ma'am. Well, they even took like two hours and a half to read my Miranda rights.
They waited for 2 hours to read your Miranda rights. Okay, now did they give you like any like here's like a piece of paper? Here's like this is like the search warrant. We're gonna search your home.
Nothing.
Did they take you
the search? They gave me the search warrant at the end when they let me go.
at the end to tell you that?
Yeah.
So you didn't see the search warrant until the end.
Yeah. My in-laws too. They didn't see the search warrant until the end.
Did
they already ransacked the house after that. I mean, like they did that first, and then they give us a search warrant.
Okay. Did they take you to the house with them? When did they put you?
No, they did not.
They did not.
They kept me with my car over there at Chubasco. They kept me there. They didn't move me for anything.
Did they put anybody in cuffs at the house? Because I was trying to understand what Josefina was talking about. She's like, they put
my in-law in cuffs.
They did.
Yeah, he's the only one that was in the house that time.
Oh, okay. So it was somebody else that put, because that's what I was trying to understand. I'm like, I think she means somebody else. That's why I was like, I bet you if I just asked Carlos, he would know.
Yeah, they put my in-law, my brother-in-law in handcuffs because he was at the moment he was at the house and I wasn't here. So I pulled over, I got out the car and I asked them what's going on. So as soon as I got out, the police officer got out with their guns drawn. And I started yelling, I got my family in the car, what's going on? I need to know what's going on.
They drew their guns?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. I mean, it was a big deal to me. So I had my family in the car, and it was in the 9mm. It was like an AK or R15 that they pulled on my kids and on me.
They pulled out the big ones.
Yeah.
Holy shit. Okay. And so you stayed in the back of the cop car. Who did you talk to the feds or was it just the sheriff?
No, it was both.
It was
The feds
both.
and the sheriff. Yeah.
So and did they ask you, I'm sure they asked you a bunch of questions when they were talking to you. Did they say anything like, did they just ask for your phone at first, or did they tell you that they had a search warrant for it, or did you just turn it over to them?
I didn't turn anything over. Like I said, I pulled over. They got out the police with a police van. And as soon as they were asking, are you Carlos? Are you Carlos? And I said, I'm not your question. And they got more mad. And then they like tightened the cuffs to my hands so I could say something. So they stopped doing that to me. I said, yeah, I am Carlos. As I said that, they let me go. Like they're still in handcuffs, but they put me inside a Miranda car. And then after that, I waited there for like 2 hours until somebody can come over and tell me what was going on. Because no one would tell me what was going on until they kept on saying, we're waiting on the detectives, we're waiting on the detectives or something like that. And it was like 2 hours and a half when they got there. It was the FBI and it was the Pima County Sheriff that got there. And they opened the door. And the first thing they did was, hey, I'm FBI, and then the badge from the Pima County. And then, can we ask you some questions? What was this regarding? Because I want to know what's happening. Well, first of all, we need to ask you good questions. No, first of all, you need to tell me what's going on. And they kept on pushing that the question that I kept on asking. They didn't want to answer it, like until I answered the question, my name, my last name, my birthday, where I lived, and all that. I got frustrated. I told them, you know what? You guys are asking me so many questions. I'm being polite and answering them, but you haven't told me what's going on. So I think they got a little bit nervous, and they told me, well, we're investigating a kidnapping. Someone give us a tip that you were involved or something like that. What do you mean a kidnapping? I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean,
sorry.
So they didn't even, wow. So, because I was trying to get a timeline down of like, so if you waited for 2 hours, so if they do this at like 4, then you had to wait 2 hours, so it'd been like 6. Then your family's like, okay, you guys can go, but they kept their phones, and then they come down to you like around. So they just did everything right then and there, right off the side of the road.
Yes, ma'am.
Were you in an unmarked car, or were you in a marked car?
Marked.
Did they tell you the words like you're just detained, or did they like?
At first they told me I was detained, and as soon as they read me my Miranda rights, they told me that I was being arrested. But then the detective, the County, said, no, you're just being detained. So I'm like, what are we playing here? Bad cop, good cop? Like,
yeah, like what's going on?
Yeah, because the FBI had this little smirk on his face when he was asking me questions. So when I saw that, I'm like, they're trying to incriminate me in something I didn't do. So I plead the fifth, and that's when they got more mad.
Did anybody give you a? Was anybody wearing body cams?
Yeah, all of them were wearing body cams.
They all had body cams.
Yes, ma'am.
Did they give you?
Except for the FBI agent, but Pima County, they all have body cams, and I made sure they were on because I asked them the whole time I was there. You got your body cams on? You got your body cams on? Yeah, we have them on. We have them on.
So when they did the whole, okay, so did they give you cards? Did they give you like a card, like, hey, if you, like, here's my card, this is who I am? When they like were telling like you who they were?
Well, the detective, he just gave me his personal number.
Oh, so they give you a number. They're like, this is who I am. Okay.
Yeah, the Pima County Sheriff, he gave me his personal number, but I don't know where it is.
Okay.
I don't know what my life is.
Well, also, I was thinking like, how could they give it to you? And they're like, normally you would save it like in a phone or something, but, so.
Pedro Carranco.
Hold on one second. Let me see.
The warrant says that the judge signed it on the 6th, but there's a dash and they put on the 10th with the pen.
Can you take a picture of that and send me a copy of that? Okay, take a picture of everything they gave you, take a picture of and send to me. Okay. Number one, everything that Carlos is telling me, he's telling other people. He has all the media down there. Okay. We need to make sure that the media reports it the right way. Okay. We're not going to let anything be spun here. So when everyone's like, oh my God, does he know that he's being recorded? You guys, first of all, it's a one-party state. I don't have to tell him shit. Number one. Number two, my name is not Turtle Boy. I know how to fucking do shit. Number three, yes, he wants to talk to people. He wants the help. Okay. He wants to explain the situation. He doesn't want the media to take certain clips and spin this out of control. Okay. That's what I'm telling him, that the media is going to try to spin this out of control. And it's important for that not to happen and for the truth just to be the truth. And so that's what we're trying to help with. So hang tight. You can listen to JLR for a second.
Chat is running so crazy here. Very grateful for all of you. We just got to be here to see what's happening, right? What's happening with this case, especially. I'm all in. I want to know what happens. I want to follow what's next and what they do. I'm all in. I'm sure all of you are all in too. We're all in. But that seems like that's the big story this morning, TMZ. Maybe they put that out there because they knew nothing was flying. They want to keep the story to have legs.
Just got all of the search warrants.
Where we're at.
Nope.
It's where we're at outside the home. I wonder, Wisco Robin says, I wonder if the kidnapper used Chat GPT to create the letter and really isn't sophisticated. Dun, dun, dun.
They never showed you the ring cameras?
No, they showed it to my in-law, my mother-in-law, and it was the guy wearing a mask and a backpack and some gloves. But how did it end up with me? Like, how?
There was heavy police presence by your house the past, like,
Yes, ma'am.
before they pulled you, like, well, before you kind of like pulled over.
Yes, ma'am.
Were they marked cars, unmarked cars?
Unmarked.
Unmarked. And then did you notice that? Were you like, this is normal or this is weird or something's going down?
Well, I'm that I go with my instincts.
Yeah.
And my instinct was telling me this is for you, and I don't know what's going on. I had those butterflies in my stomach. And when I saw that Miranda cop following us around, okay, yeah, I'm the one. So I did down here. That's why I decided to pull over.
Oh, so you said it was a Miranda, like a Miranda cop that you saw that was in the area?
Yeah. No, I saw the undercovers, and then I saw Miranda. Once we left my in-laws, I saw a Miranda police car following us.
Yeah, because that's what I was looking at the different areas. How far is that from you?
Miranda?
Yeah.
That's like an hour and a
I was gonna
half
say, isn't
away
that
from where I live.
isn't that like 50 minutes?
Yeah, 50 minutes, yeah. 50 to 60 minutes.
Have you ever seen them before?
No, I have not. Only in Miranda. I'm putting that down here.
Did you ever live in that town before?
In Miranda? No, I have not.
Okay. Okay, thank you. Okay. Over the past couple of days before this happened, that's when you started seeing like that's when you're just like, what's going on around here?
Yesterday it was just yesterday when I started seeing them. But the days before that, no.
Okay. Did anybody ever come on your property? Did you see anybody like weird walking around?
No, I didn't.
Did your neighbor? What kind of relationship do you have with your neighbors?
Oh, like I said, I'm living with my in-laws right now. I just moved here like 3 weeks ago.
Okay. Do you know a guy? Did they ask you if you know a guy named Dominic Evans?
No, they didn't.
Did they ask you if you know what was it? Tomas? Did they ask you if you know a Tomas?
No, they didn't.
Did they ask you anybody like, hey, do you know so and so?
No, they just they were just after me. That's all I can say. They said no other names. The only name that came out of their mouth was Carlos.
Oh, the only name they kept saying was Carlos. Did they ever say like? Did they ask you about your dad? Were they like, because your dad's name's Carlos, you're Carlos?
No, they didn't. Nothing. They didn't even know my last name.
They didn't even know your last name?
No.
What?
Yeah, I'm serious.
Shut up! Oh my god! I mean, sometimes they play dumb, so like that's what they do. Like that's why when you were like saying, "Are you good cop, bad cop?" Did they say anything like, "What's your normal path of travel?" Did they ask you what type of vehicles you drive?
Yeah, they asked me that. What vehicle do I drive? Well, my working van, and my
Okay.
wife drives her car. That's it.
Okay, so what type of? So you have a working van. I know that. What color is it?
It's a white van with
Okay.
the logo GLS on it.
With the logo?
Yeah. I mean, you can't miss it because it's a big ass sign. GLS.
GLS. Okay. And then when so they asked you about that white van. Okay, what about the type of vehicle that you guys normally drive?
No, they didn't ask me anything because they pulled me over in that car.
Okay, so they knew that was okay. And then what type is that, like a Nissan Murano? It's a what?
It's Rogue.
Oh, it's the Rogue. Okay, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Is it a Nissan though, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so it has like that back, like the back of the car kind of like goes. It has like a
oval.
Yeah. Okay. Did they ask you anything? Did they say the word flock cameras? Did they talk about cameras at all?
No, but they kept saying something about CP or CPR, something like that. GPR, I don't know.
GPS?
Yeah, GPS, something like that. It's the Google Maps, something.
Okay, so is it because they remember the whole?
They said something about my phone.
Okay, so they said like, hey, your phone was in the area.
Yeah, but like I said, I work the area code 85718. So if it wasn't that area, I would have been there all day. You know.
Yeah, because that's where you. Okay. Did they say, or did they give you like the certain dates? Did they ask you what you've been up to? Like, because like
They asked me like on the 21st, what did I do? On the 20th, I told them it was my birthday. Worked on the 21st. On the 20th, I came down here. The 21st, I went up to work. And then they asked me the whole last week too what I do, and I gave them everything. Even on the weekend, I told them that on Saturday, the 31st, I took my son to get his haircut. Then we went dashing. And then on Sunday, we went to Cars Jr. and Eve with family and everything.
So did they tell you that they have your GPS, or they just
They said that they had my GPS.
And then what were they talking about? Did you Google her name or something? Was that like, did they talk about that? Were they like, you Googled her name?
Yeah, they asked me that, but I never Googled it.
Yeah, it was more like a well, it'll come up in like your. I mean, clearly this is like big news or whatever going on, and it would always be going through people's social medias. I'm trying to think. How long into it did you plead the fifth? Like, how long did you say, like, I need a lawyer? Like, I don't want to talk to you guys. You guys are
20
smirking.
minutes, 10 to 20 minutes.
10 to 20 minutes.
Yeah, but they just kept on asking the same questions. They were
Wait, did they
different
keep asking you questions after you said, like,
Yeah.
and it's on body cam?
Yeah. The Pima County Sheriff, the detective, he had his body cam, and he was supposedly recording with a tape recorder.
And did you see like a dash cam on the car where when you were in the car, did you hear a radio going?
Yeah, I heard radios. Yeah, they even turned on the camera on the Miranda car, but when they moved me to the Pima County Sheriff car, I didn't see no cameras there.
So how long after? So you moved from the one car to the other car, and so when you moved to that car, you didn't see any dash cams in there, did you?
No, because they moved me from the Miranda car to the Pima County Sheriff car for like around 8:30. To 9, they let the Miranda guy go, and they moved me to the Pima County Sheriff. And from 9 to 12, I was in the Pima County Sheriff all night.
Was the FBI agent in his own vehicle, and he asked you to come into that vehicle, or did he come into your vehicle?
No, they kept on coming to, like, what do you mean?
Like they kept you in the same vehicle once you got from the Miranda vehicle to the
Pima County Sheriff. Yeah, I was in the same vehicle.
You stay in the same vehicle, right? And they were just coming in there. And then when after you said, hey, like, I'm just done, whatever, like fifth, that means give me a lawyer, whatever, like you're smirking at me. I don't know what's going on here. I don't like, you felt like they were trying to like trip you up, incriminate you, right?
Yeah.
And after you said that, did they continue to talk to you?
Well, they seemed a little bit frustrated, but they closed the door, and then they came back and talked to me. And then I told them, like, well, come on, guys, are you really going to violate my rights after this? Come on, you're already doing a lot of stuff right now, violating my rights. So they were so mad, we should keep on going. And they got more mad, and they closed the door.
Wow. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, we're gonna help. All right, guys. I gotta do work here to help. I can leave this live if you guys just really want to watch and chat. I have no idea. We just being live and watching stuff is not how you help people, but I get it. Like you guys want a place to chat and all that stuff. So I can leave this. You guys can chat. We're just trying to sort out and get all
hot one out there.
Okay, let me start printing stuff. Hold on.
Annie into my turn right. So, according to the reporter who's out there now, Ford Hatchet. Federal agents going door to door and searching terrain. And Nancy. Then you'll turn right onto Camino Cresta. Hold on a second. Hold on. No. Time out. I'm all over the map. I read that wrong. Hold on. Hold on. They're around here somewhere. My eyes. Federal agents going door to door in Nancy Guthrie's neighborhood. Not Annie's. They were there yesterday. Whew. Glad I saw that. Whoa. Okay, so let me go down here. Let's go look for the agents. There's agents around here somewhere. But he doesn't show. I know, right? I was ready to go over there. Like, what in the heck? Somewhere around here. Agents are around. I'll look for the vehicle. Nah, in the last like 6 or 7 months, my eyes have gone funny. I can't read things. I can't see things. I don't have my glasses, but it's hard for me to read things up close. I have to have my glasses on. And everyone in their 40s starts losing their eyesight. So I see things blur. So I instantly saw this and I'm like, oh, they're over there at Annie's. And lo and behold, they're not. They're around here somewhere. Now they could be over there too. It could be over there because they were there yesterday. But let me. Whoa. We're going to look for cars and cameras. Cars and cameras. So I'm like 2 blocks away from Nancy's. I'm on Carmino, Marigold. So if anyone knows a location, wait. I saw a van with their doors open. Wait. Well, but here's another case in point. Look at all these homes under construction. I don't know if it's pixelated, but I saw something over here. Dude, the group of people that we just saw passing that SUV, there were media journalists too looking around. Look at this. What in the heck is this? On a dirt road. Heck is going on here? White van. Should I go closer?